Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, dear students? I hope you all are fine. Dear students, we are in Pakistan International School DICE virtual learning system, and this is session 2020-21. Yes, dear students, as you know that this is biology class for grade 8, 9 junior, and we are continuing our chapter number 5, that is about cell cycle. Cell cycle, in that we have studied before about mitosis, and before that interphase stage, in that G1 S phase and G naught phase, we G2 phase, G naught phase, we have studied about that. Then we have seen mitosis process. Now we will see significance and errors of mitosis. Like, what is the benefit of mitosis and what will happen if there are errors or there is some mutation or problems in mitosis. So let's get started. First of all, we will see about significance of mitosis. If you remember the previous lecture, in mitosis we have studied about the cell, the previous cells or parent cell is divided into two cells which is having equal number of chromosomes, that is called diploid eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, mitosis is not done because there is no proper nucleus and no spindle fibers are formed. So you can see here in the cell for your review that the chromosomes are dividing by pulling the spindle fibers on both of the sides, and at the end that is divided into two equal cells. What is the significance? What is the benefit? What is the useful effects of mitosis? Why this is very important, and why do mitosis, uh, why it is done in every eukaryotic cell? So importance of mitosis is the maintenance of chromosomal set. Like how many chromosome numbers are there? We have to maintain those chromosome number in the next generation or the next set of the next cells, also the next newly formed cells, or those are called daughter cells. So each daughter cell receives chromosomes that are alike in the composition and equal in number to chromosomes of the parent cell. So when the parent cell is having the same number of for example, in human being 46 chromosomes are there. So in the next, when the cell divides, it will also have a 46 chromosomes in the daughter cell. First, very important significant role of mitosis is in development and growth. What happened after fertilization when egg and sperm is fertilized of any organism? So there is zygote formation. After zygote formation, what happened? Cell quickly, within no time, like in a few hours, it undergoes the mitotic division. First mitotic division, the cell divides into two, and then cell divides, those two cells divided into four, then 4 into 8, 8 into 16, then 64, and then so on. So this is the continuous process after zygote formation. By this, the new organism is formed. So the number of cells within an organism increase by mitosis. This is the basis of development of the multicellular body from a single cell. A single cell, like from the union of egg and sperm, the zygote is formed, that is single cell. After that, the division is going to be started, and that zygote is formed into the multicellular body. You can see here how it is transformed into the new generation, the small baby. So this is from one cell in which the egg and sperm has been united. So that is due to the division and continuous divisions of the cells again and again and again and again, and the cell this becomes a ball-like structure. After that, the cell gets differentiated, like they are changed into different organs and organ systems, and then an organism is formed. So mitosis is very, very important regarding the development and growth of an organism. So in an organism, for the growth, that is also very, very important, because in the childhood that the cells grow rapidly by mitosis, while the body is attaining the weight and size, height, and the structures or different structures of the body as well. So now we will see the next significance of mitosis, that is in the cell replacement. Cell replacement means in our body, lots of cells die in 1 minute, in 1 second, we can say. So for that, in some parts of the body, skin and digestive tract, cells are continuously sloughed off. We know that skin from outer, it is dead cells, so they are removed gradually, as well as digestive tract also, that is from inside, like this, it is sloughed off, and old cells sloughed off, which are going to be degenerated, and after that the new cells come in that place. That is done by mitosis. Like from previous cells, the new cells are generated. New cells are formed by mitosis, and so are exact copies of the cells being replaced. So one cell is divided into two cells. So the two cells, exact copy of the previous cell. So the previous cell is not being present now, and it is replaced by two new cells. Similarly, very good example of that is red blood cells. Its lifespan is very short, and it's about 4 months. So in 4 months, if it is happened that the old cells has been died off or sloughed off, and will not get the new one, so we will be anemic. So that is natural process. The red blood cells are formed by the mitosis, and they are replaced the old slough of cells within the 4 months. One very important thing, that red blood cells are not having nucleus, that's why they don't divide, but old cells has been died off, and they are detoxified in the liver, and they are removed in the feces and urine as well, not urine, in the feces. And how they are made? They are formed in the bone marrow. They are produced in the bone marrow by the division or mitosis of the cells which are present in the bone marrow. The next very, very important aspect of mitosis is regeneration. Yes, some organisms can regenerate parts of their bodies, and production of new cells is achieved by mitosis. How they are replaced. A very good example is a sea star. It regenerates when cut its arm. It regenerates. It's the new arm from here. Like the cells are, they are dividing mitotically, and they are increasing in numbers. So they form a new arm which arises from them. That is also happened. Regeneration process is also happen in lots of other organisms. So regenerate means, re means again, generate means to grow, so that is to regrow. That is also happen in human skin also, like Is there any regeneration in your body? Yes, definitely. When we are having injury, when we are having any type of surgery, so our skin gets regenerated and that wounds get healed up. So that is due to mitosis process. You can see here the cells are forming by what by mitosis, and look, this wound is going to be healed. Look, you can see here the cells are forming by mitosis and they are filling the place here. So like that our wound is healed. Very, very important aspect of mitosis is asexual reproduction. Some organisms produce genetically similar offspring through asexual reproduction. As human beings concerned, the babies are much similar, but they are also having the genetic variations, like differences also. But some organisms are produced exactly same offspring by asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is done by mitosis also. For example, the example is given Hydra. Hydra reproduces asexually by budding. You can see this is Hydra. It lives in, this is marine animal. And this is not plant, this is animal that is sessile, that doesn't move, that just stays for whole of the life on one place. So these are its tentacles and this is its body. This is its body. Then what happened? What happened then? From a part of hypostome or from the part of its body, this body, a bud is arise from here. You can see here. That is like the cell is divided mitotically from here, because this is multicellular organism, so, and eukaryotic as well. So mitosis is done here. So bud is produced from here, and then this bud just shed from here, and where it sheds it grows over there like this, so that a form of a mass of cells that is also happens in human beings also. While we are having the cancerous cells in our body, the bud is produced. How this is done, we'll see in errors in mitosis. The same division happens during asexual reproduction, like vegetative. Asexual reproduction in plants is called vegetative propagation. Vegetative means vegetative parts of them, and propagation means to spread. So asexual reproduction in plants is called vegetative propagation. So you can see there are some pieces of that potato. It's cut off like on the cotton, and we place them on the cotton, and then we just give water, and after, you can see some days or some hours, so you can see there are sprouts in that. It means these eyes, these are the black spots. So these are eyes. From here the roots and shoots are going to arise. You can see this like experiment, or that we can see this activity in your kitchen also, while the onions, garlics and potatoes are sprouting in some seasons when they are kept in the moist places. So now we will see errors in mitosis. Errors in mitosis. We have seen lots of significance and importances of mitosis. It is very important in the life. So how errors in mitosis affect the life, like if there is any, we can say mutation, any change, any like if mitosis is not going very well, so what is going to happen? Errors is actually errors in the control of mitosis may cause cancer. We know all about the cancer. How does it happen? All the cells have genes that control the timings and numbers of mitosis. So we have seen that chromosomes are duplicated in mitosis and they are moved towards the poles and the two cells are formed. Those chromosomes are having some parts of the DNA. For example, So if this one, we can see like, if this one is DNA, it is connected with some bases, like some very important part of the DNA. So you will just get the detailed structure in grade 10. Okay, so that is connected like this letter-like structure the DNA is having, and this DNA looks like the chromosomes when it gets condensed. So for example, the part of the DNA from here up to here, or from here up to here, or from up here up to here. So this is the some parts of DNA which is having, which are having the messages for any type of character in the body. For example, your hair color, your eyes color, your height, your like intelligence, your everything which characters you are having, that depends on the genes. So these parts of the DNA, they are having some messages for the next generation. So that is called genes. So these genes also control the timings and number of mitosis when the cell is when cell divides, how the cell divides, at what time, or how much time it will take. So all is controlled by genes, or those part of DNA. So sometimes mutation occur in such genes and cells continue to divide. So what happened? So what happened when you can see here the structure of DNA. So this is a coiled structure and it's connected by these lines. These are having some molecules here. So this, the part of the DNA that is called genes. So what happened? These genes control mitosis process, and mutations occurs. Mutation can occur. Mutation means change. Any change in the genes can occur, and the cell started to divide continuously and uncontrollably. Abnormal cell division is called, and that forms some tumors like structure. You can see the cell is divided so rapidly and uncontrollably. So it will form a tumor like a bump like structure on the body of the cell. So that is called a tumor. As long as these tumors remain in the body where they are present, so they are called benign tumors. So they can be removed by the surgery easily, and they cannot spread. Like in the cells, you can see some sprouting of the cells occur very rapidly due to some mutations. They are called benign tumors because they don't have any type of problem with your body, but it has to be removed as soon as possible. But if they invade other tissues like the tissues which are nearby, if they spread over there, then that's called malignant tumors, or those are called cancerous tumors, because if they are spreading rapidly, so definitely they will cause some problem and interference with the other tissues also. So that these cells are called cancerous cells. And sometimes it happens that tumors can send cancer cells to other parts of the body. You can see this is invading other tissues. How? These all tissues nearby, because it is growing and it is invading over there, and you can see it is growing and it started to produce the arteries and veins over it. Then there will be the problem when arteries and veins, well, means blood supply is going to be increased over there. So the cells will have the food, and they will take the food of other tissues also. They'll get the food of other tissues also, and after all they will get release some chemicals which can damage the normal tissues and cells also. So that's why they are called cancerous cells, because they cause problems to other cells also, like release some chemicals and take the food of other tissues. So such tumors can send cancer cells to other parts in the body where new tumors may form. So that is called metastasis. You can see here the cancerous cells move towards through this tissue into the blood capillary or any artery or veins. You can, it is moving here from blood. It moves along the blood anywhere in the body, stays over there and started to grow mitotically, and there the tumors can grow in lots of places in the body. Then the tumor can to handle that one is very, very problematic for the body as well. So at first stage that is benign, so that can be treated with the surgery. If it moves towards other tissues, so that is called malignant or cancerous tumors. So the stage will be increased. So there will be more problematic to handle this one and or treat this one. And it is, if it is spreading metastasis or spreading of the disease in whole of the body or some other parts, there will be too much difficult to control the cancerous cells. So then there will be lots of medicines with the radiology, like radioactive rays, then chemotherapy or radiotherapy or surgery. All the things can that can be done collectively to control all of this cancerous cells or metastasis, which is going to be spread in the body. Dear students, that's it for today. We have just seen significance of mitosis in the life as well as errors of mitosis. If there is uncontrollable growth, uncontrollable division on the cells, or uncontrollable mitosis in the cells, so what problems can be occurred. So may Allah save us from all these type of errors and problems in the bodies, because all are going to be natural, but they are controlled. The cells repairs the problems themselves, but if they are uncontrolled, then there will be a cure over there. So wish you all the best. Inshallah, we will see you in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.